Good evening. Welcome to September 8th Lebanon City Council meeting. Our first order of business will be the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, we'll move on to the roll call members. Madam Clerk, call the roll, please.
Mike Kincaid.
Present.
Keith Campbell.
Here.
Sandra Jasnowski. Here. Dick Robertson.
Here.
John Copeland.
Here.
Sierra Messenger. Present. Rob Hawkins.
Here.
Thank you.
Okay, we'll have our minutes at our next meeting, so we'll move on to old business. The first item up here is ordinance 2025-27. This is council to consider a vacation of unimproved alley rights-of-way adjacent to 700 West adjacent to 700 West Chicago Street. This is by the stormwater or Chicago Street Water Treatment Plant. This is on second reading. Ben, sorry.
Thank you, Mayor. We'll run through some quick highlights for you. So I apologize, I had to miss the last meeting. So if they want to pull the screen up here, I'll just go through a couple of quick, just a refresher. This is the site that we're talking about here of the Chicago Street Water Plant. This was originally platted as residential lots, as you can kind of see here as they're depicted on the aerial photography. So we've got a series of old alley rights of way that were never vacated. So with Lebanon Utilities planning some upgrades here at the Chicago Street Water Plant, we decided let's go ahead and get some of these things cleaned up for them before they do that. So this is one of them that would be to vacate these alley rights away. And this is just another depiction of the original plat, and with highlighted in yellow what those alley rights away were. We're going to go ahead and get those vacated and transfer the rights away to City of Lebanon Utilities, and then they'll move forward with their improvements on the site. With that, I'd be happy to answer any questions.
Thank you, Ben. Any questions for Ben from council? Okay, Rob, you mind reading, please?
Thank you, Mayor. Council Ordinance 2025-27, again, is an ordinance by this council to vacate public ways. As Ben indicated, the Plan Commission voted 7-0 to send a favorable recommendation to this council for its consideration, and the council finds that it has the authority to vacate public rights-of-ways, and now finds the public right-of-ways identified in Exhibits A and B are no longer needed for the benefit of the public. Council finds it's proper and necessary to vacate the public right-of-way identified in Exhibits A and B. And this conveyance of the real estate described in Exhibits A and B shall be to the City of Lebanon Utilities, and this ordinance shall be in full force and effect in accordance with Indiana law.
Thank you, Rob. We're sitting around a second reading. Is there any public comment concerning ordinance 2025-27? Seeing none, any further discussion, comments from council?
Make a motion to approve ordinance 2025.
Motion approved. Is there a second? Second from Sierra. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? That is approved. Thank you, council. All right, next up is ordinance 2025-28. This is council to consider a rezone of 700 West Washington, excuse me, I keep saying that, 700 West Chicago Street. And this is also, again, where the water treatment plant is. Ben.
Thank you, Mayor. Again, another cleanup item here as we were evaluating this site with utilities and their designers. It was actually considered a legally existing non-conforming use because the site was zoned residentially. So the second thing we wanted to clean up was go ahead and get this property rezoned to institutional, which then allows the use that's already on the site and allow them to expand more appropriately. So that's the second item, is a rezone from residential zoning classification to the institutional zoning classification for the water treatment plant.
Questions for Ben from council? No, sir. Rob, read it, please.
Thank you, Mayor. Council Ordinance 2025-28 concerns the rezone of property and amending the zoning map of the City of Lebanon. On August 18, 2025, the Lebanon Plan Commission sent a favorable recommendation of the rezone of this property to this council. And pursuant to Indiana code, this council finds that the petitioner, the City of Lebanon Utilities, is the owner of the property. It seeks to have the property, which comprises approximately 1.9 acres, located at 700 West Chicago Street, described in Exhibits A and B, rezoned from residential 4 zoning classification to institutional zoning classification. This council has paid reasonable regard to the comprehensive plan, current conditions, and character of current structures and uses in each district. After this date, the official zoning map of the City of Lebanon shall be changed to rezone the subject property from R4 residential to institutional IN zoning classification. And the Director of Planning is authorized to change the official zoning map consistent with this ordinance.
Okay, thank you, Rob. Any public comment at this time concerning ordinance 2025-28? Any further council discussion or comments?
No, sir.
Is there a motion?
I'll make a motion, we approve ordinance 2025-28.
Motion from Dick. Is there a second? Second from Sierra. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Those opposed? All right, that is approved. All right, next up, this is ordinance 2025-29. Council to consider vacation of right-of-way for portions of County Road 325 West and County Road 400 West for Project Domino. This is also on second reading. Ben.
Thank you, Mayor. I will spend a few additional minutes here and provide some additional background information. Pull the screen up. So starting here with the land use concept plan for the LEAP district, and the site that we're looking at for Project Domino is site 18, this 1,500 acre site here right in the middle. So really just wanted to make sure you guys had a chance to look at this. You can see that what was contemplated from the transportation network as the LEAP district started to build out. And when I get into the next screens here, you'll see where the roads are that are in question for vacation. They essentially run through the middle, north-south through this site. And so as the LEAP district concept plan was contemplated here, you can see that there was already consideration for how the transportation network would change and the anticipation that those, assuming site 18 developed the way it was originally anticipated, those roads would be vacated and other transportation network roads would be improved as a result of that. So from there, then I'll show you a little bit a high-level overview of the Project Domino site. The areas you see in green are phase one projects, and they are all north of existing State Road 32, which essentially that curve, as you're coming west, starts curving north right here in the middle of the site, or the eastern end of the site, and then cuts across here. So phase one will all start north of State Road 32, but in order to facilitate the construction in the phase one, they will need the county roads vacated north of State Road 32. And that's what you see here. So the two roads in question are for vacation are highlighted in red that you see here. That one runs from State Road 32 north up to the creek. And then the second one's from 32 up to the next county road to the north. And again, those roads run right through the middle of the construction area and would need to be vacated in order to accommodate the construction as it's contemplated. You can see here there's some other things highlighted. Once State Road 32, as you're all familiar with the realignment project, that curve will essentially be straightened out. State Road 32 will run essentially directly west and then curve north further west. Once that construction is complete, NDOT would vacate existing State Road 32 right-of-way to Project Domino. At that time, there'd be some additional vacations considered down the road south of State Road 32. Those aren't under consideration tonight. It's just the ones north of State Road 32. So one thing did do just highlight the overall transportation network in the area. On this map, you can see the site, Project Domino, highlighted in yellow. The rights of way that would be vacated highlighted in red. And what I did with the blue lines is look at the existing transportation network as it surrounds the site now. So you see there is a road here on the east that actually goes through Project Domino's site 225. That is going to remain. And actually that was something that we coordinated with them. We wanted to see one of those three roads remain since that one's far enough to the east. It's not in the construction area. And so they're able to keep that county road open. And you can see that is one of the ones that actually does go north of Big Four Trail. So that's good to keep that one open. The other two roads don't continue really essentially north of the site very far. Both of them stop up here at this next county road. But what I wanted to highlight in blue is if there are homeowners, residents north of the area, this is the transportation network that will remain available to them. Those two gravel county roads through the site will be closed. You can see they have 500 west to the west, 225 west to the east. That gets them down to State Road 32. So this is the transportation network as it would exist after the vacation is completed. So again, this comes to you with a favorable recommendation from Plan Commission to vacate these two county roads. And with that, I'd just be happy to answer any questions.
Hey, Ben, can you go back to the first slide? I believe it shows, so it says 450 west there. That obviously does not exist today.
Correct.
So is that essentially contemplating a new road there as well?
It could be, and I think some of that depends on how areas to the west of Project Domino's site may or may not develop. So this also doesn't show 500 west on here. It shows that going away also. So there is potential contemplation for 450 west at some point in the future if it's necessary. Otherwise, I would expect 500 west would stay that primary north-south route out in that area.
And for the public, could you explain who is Project Domino?
Project Domino, I think, was identified at a council meeting last winter as Meta. It is a 1,500-acre data center campus. There are 15 buildings, just a little under 5 million square feet total combined in those buildings. They'll develop this out over phases. Phase one includes, I believe it's either 4 or 5 of the buildings, 2 data center buildings, and then their administrative buildings that are function as administrative buildings. So they're hoping to start moving dirt sometime in the next month or 2 out on the site, start doing some of the mass earthwork, and then moving into construction of buildings sometime next year likely. But yeah, it is a significant data center campus, 1,500 acres, 15 buildings total.
Any further questions, comments for Ben? Andrew? No? Can you pull the,
Could I see that map again with both of the roads in red?
The last one, this one here?
Yes, that one.
Yeah.
So the 400, that, the people around there don't travel on that road or up
On
north?
400, so you have a handful of homes just to the northeast, about the northeast corner of the site right here, and they would have 500 west available to them. I believe there's a couple, there may be one home here, I think that maybe the IEDC doesn't own. I'm not sure of that, but there is one home here. So again, you have 500 west, and then the next homes are actually further north on the other side of the Big Four Trail.
And the smaller one, does it have people that use that one?
No, there won't be any homes remaining on that stretch.
And there's very few up here on this other one. They're off and they can get to 500 pretty easy.
Yeah, I mean, you're traveling about a half mile to the west and then south on 500 for the ones that are on that county
Okay.
road.
Okay. Thank you.
any further questions or comments? All right, I'll have Rob read.
Thank you, Mayor, Council. Ordinance 2025-29, again, is an ordinance of this council to vacate public ways. As Ben indicated, the Plan Commission had petitioned docket 25-34 to vacate approximately 1,800 feet of assumed right-of-way associated with County Road 325 West between State Road 32 and Deer Creek, and approximately 5,200 feet of assumed right-of-way associated with County Road 400 West between State Road 32 and County Road 200 North. That's described as real estate, and it's also described in Exhibits A and B. The Plan Commission voted 7-0 to send a favorable recommendation to this council. This council finds as follows, that it has the authority to vacate public right-of-ways, and now finds that the public right-of-ways identified in Exhibits A and B are no longer needed for the benefit of the public. This council finds it's proper and necessary to vacate the public right-of-ways identified in Exhibits A and B, and the conveyance of the real estate described in Exhibits A and B shall be to Orla, LLC. This ordinance shall be in full force and effect in accordance with Indiana law.
Thank you, Rob. Any further comments from council? Is good. Yep, Sandra.
Have the people that do use that road been notified that this is taking place?
Yeah, so but when we get a petition like this, we send public notice to everybody. It's, I think, legally required 300 feet, but we did provide notice to everybody within 400 feet of the boundaries of the area. So we do provide notice in that method. We do also put a notice in the paper, and then we also put the plans associated with us on our website. So there are a number of different ways to.
Thank you.
Yep.
Anything else from council? Any public comment concerning ordinance 2025-29?
Evening, Council. Jody Stewart. I just want to verify that each and every one of you did receive my email. Yes? And I believe you probably have received some other emails that are not in favor of this. I do want to remind you that Project Domino is an economic development, and it is going to be using taxpayer money. And at the December 9th meeting, you were all served with a cease and desist notice in using public funds for non-public purposes. There were no responses from anybody regarding that notice. And so I just want to know if anybody has any questions regarding that and what that actually lined out for you, because this is an economic development project and you guys are getting ready to close down roads so that Project Domino can start proceeding with their project. So do you understand what that cease and desist notice meant?
I don't recall receiving a cease and desist order from legal counsel or,
It was read
Judge.
into the meeting December the 9th. It was publicly read into the meeting, the cease and desist notice. Would you like for me to read it to you again? I have it right here.
no.
Did any of you check with legal counsel about what that meant? Did anybody have any concerns about that?
Our legal counsel would have informed me if I needed to do something. So if our legal counsel didn't tell me to cease and desist, then that's not a legal thing. It's an opinion.
Did you ask your legal counsel who represents you for them to swear under penalty and perjury that how he is informing you is correct? Because he cannot represent himself. So he is representing you and he is being paid with taxpayer money. So did he legally inform you what a cease and desist order means? It means that each and every one of you took an oath and that you swore to uphold what your public is instructing you on. And if you fail to do that, you are going to be amenable for the choices that you make, which means I can legally sue you. Is that a risk that you wish to take? Did he inform you of that?
If he needed to inform me something.
Did you ask?
He would have.
Did you ask? Did you
not
physically take it? Because you just said you don't remember receiving it.
I don't.
So obviously you didn't go to him and you didn't ask him what that meant. So I just want it to be on record
Councilman, I
that
would-
you're going to cast a vote right now and you are going against
Ms. Stewart,
a notice that you were served.
Ms.
and that's-
Stewart,
yes.
if I may, this is the mayor authorized public comment. It's not going to be a question and answer of the council, the mayor.
This is public comment. I'm
But-
instructing,
right, but it's
I'm
not an
instructing them.
interrogation, deposition is just a public comment. And my advice is we don't need to get into this discussions about what I said to you, what I didn't say to you. That's privileged. And if you would like to make public comments and if the mayor and the council would allow you to continue, so be it. But
I
we
would
don't
like,
need to
I'm
get
up here
into
for
it.
them to ask me any questions that they would like on that notice before they vote. Because I want them to know what is going to happen if they continue to use public money for non-public purposes. And economic development is not considered a public purpose.
Mrs. Stewart,
So
can you keep your comments related to ordinance 2025-29,
this
please?
is related to ordinance. You are getting ready to vote. I want to make sure that the council realizes what they are voting on and what they're voting against.
Mrs. Stewart,
Yes.
understand that this is a vacation of right-of-way,
I understand that.
okay?
And who is
And-
asking
but
for
wait a minute,
that?
Let me finish.
Okay.
This is a vacation of right-of-way.
Mm-hmm.
And Project Domino owns basically the whole area at this present time. And they've come in and they've asked for us to vacate these two roads, okay? Whether it be economic development for their project, that's beside the point. There's a road going through there that they're asking to be vacated and they own all the property on both sides.
Okay.
And we have the right to vacate that property
Yeah,
if we
you do.
wish. And it's not necessarily an economic development benefit. It is to them, they can use the property and build wherever they need to build. But for us, it's doing away with a road that's no use to us anymore. And I don't see the relationship of what you're trying to make here and I'm like everybody else here, we're talking about just vacationing and right away. That's all we're talking about.
I
doing.
understand that. And then
Okay.
economic development is going to start.
Economic development is going to happen there and it's going to happen there.
And I'm going to
Okay.
question,
We haven't invested anything in this
public
roadway
funds are
vacation.
going to be used for non-public purposes
We haven't invested
in
any
this
funds here.
development. This whole development was done wrong, Mr. Robertson.
No, I'm sorry.
Counsel.
I don't think it has
And-
been. We've been very
And there's
upfront. We
proof.
followed the
There
law and
is
everything.
proof.
So
Okay,
I don't think we've done anything. wrong.
okay. Well, if you don't think
Counsel,
you've done
let's-
anything wrong, we'll let the courts
let's-
decide.
Let's try to have a
Thank
back
you.
and forth. Let's let her, okay. Are you complete your comments? Okay. Any additional public comment? Any further discussion, comments from council? No, sir. Is there a motion on the ordinance?
Motion?
Yep.
I'll make a motion we approve ordinance 2025-29.
We have a motion.
Vacation of right away.
We have a motion to approve. Is there a second?
Second.
Second from Rob. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? That is approved unanimously. Thank you, council. That concludes what I have for old business. Anything from council? Okay, move on to new business. There's nothing on my agenda for new business. Is there anything from council? Okay, we'll move on to claims then, and we'll entertain a motion concerning the claims. Motion to pay the claims. Is there a second?
Second.
Second from John. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Any announcements or discussion? Okay, with that, then we'll entertain a motion to adjourn. Motion to adjourn. Is there a second? Second from Sandra. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? All right, our next city council meeting will be September 22nd at 7:15 PM. We are adjourned.